Hi guys, welcome to this short video about ThoughtFlow. So ThoughtFlow is a visual mapping tool that allows you to break down complex ideas in your head into simpler concepts and make a map out of it so that everybody on your team gets clear about what you're trying to make. Okay, so to illustrate this, let me get started. I want to make a website for ThoughtFlow, and I'll want to show you how I'm going to use ThoughtFlow to make a website, to describe what goes into a website. To get started, I'll make a new map called ThoughtFlow website map, and I'm starting this from scratch. There's no template here, and okay, so the starting point of my map is a node called ThoughtFlow website. So let's get started. So as soon as I do this, I see a new node on the center, ThoughtFlow website. So I can click on this dot, right, and say that, so I create new concepts whenever I create entities in ThoughtFlow. So I create concepts, then I say how these concepts are related. So this is, let's say I'm creating a new concept called as a website. So there are three different views in ThoughtFlow. One is a mind map view, a spreadsheet view, and the data structure view. So let's start with the data structure view. So in my data structures, I've already created a data structure called website. So this is a view where you see all your concepts that make up your world. So in this case, a website and how they are related. So when we talk about a website, let's say what makes up a website. You have a website, then probably a few pages in it, right, and maybe a blog post, right, and let's say each of these page could be made up of a section, right, and you would have some links that point towards some pages. So this will help your users navigate throughout your website. So once we have these concepts, we link these concepts. So a website, so in ThoughtFlow, that's how you go ahead and define your data structure. So a website, I would say, contains some pages, right? A page would contain some sections. Website could also contain some blog posts, right? Then let's say each section could have some links, and a link redirects to a page. Awesome. Now that I've drawn these lines, but let me just put them in a little more detail. So I'll click on this line, and so website contains pages, and pages are in a website, right? And this is where I can define the cardinality. Cardinality says how many websites are mapped to how many pages. So in this case, one website has many pages, right? So I'll say one website can be mapped to multiple pages and update this relation. So in this way, I defined all the concepts that go into a website, and specified how they are related to each other. So similarly, a website, one website can be mapped to multiple blog posts, right? And let's say a page can have multiple sections. One page can be mapped to multiple sections, right? And then a section can have multiple links, right? One section can be mapped to multiple links. So here, when you talk about link, a link redirects to one page, right? So one link can be mapped to one page. So yeah, so this is where I have described the data structure of a website. So if, let's say, I was doing this in a spreadsheet, I would first fill out the first row of a spreadsheet, which describes my columns, so essentially my data structure. In ThoughtFlow, similarly, you are mapping out all your concepts. So this is a data structure where you define how your data looks like. So let's go back into the mind map view, and now you can see that there are additional kind of placeholders in a website where you can add what, let's say for a website I have pages and blog posts, right? So let's say on my website, that one that I'm going to build for ThoughtFlow, I want a home page, right? And I want a pricing page, want what else would go on my website. So let's say a contact us, right? So as you can see, I see a website that has 3 pages. Awesome. Now when I click on pages, I said that my pages are mapped to sections, right? So awesome. So my home page, I want to add a, let's say, header section which would have some links, right? So I'll call this home page header. Maybe one section where I say like main headline. Okay. Another section I want to talk about what is ThoughtFlow. Okay. Then how do you use it as a database? It as a database. How do you use it as a mind map? Right? And probably how to use it as a spreadsheet. So these are the sections that I have in mind for the home page. So on the pricing page, I would probably add some sections where I talk about the different plans. So right now what I have in mind is a single player plan, a multiplayer plan. So as we speak, we are still in a beta phase. So I would actually want to have an early adopter plan where you can get ThoughtFlow for lifetime instead of a recurring payment. You can get it for a lifetime of $49. So yeah, take benefit of this and buy ThoughtFlow right away. Awesome. So on my contact us page, probably I would want some section that says contact form. Okay, cool. So awesome. So I've got a kind of outline of my website. So what would I want on my home page header? I would have some links to, let's say, the home page, right? So this link says that home page link. Okay, what else would I have here? About as pricing page link. And contact us link. Awesome. So my home page link, so as I see here now, as I type here, it shows me already the pages that exist on my site because I said link redirects to a page. It's already showing me that okay, these are some pages that are already defined. Maybe your link can redirect to this page, or maybe if you click this, a new page will be created. So I want to link this to the home page, so I click here. My pricing page links to the pricing page. Yeah. And yep, contact us. Awesome. So we've got the outline of the website. So next thing that you can do is actually go ahead and add more details to each of these sections. So this is what we use the spreadsheet view for. So I'll go to the spreadsheet view and I see the same entities that I defined there. All of these are coming on a spreadsheet. Blog post. Probably I'll write a blog post. Say it. Why are we building ThoughtFlow? Yeah, maybe I'll start with that. Okay. Now a website. So what goes in? How do I describe a website? So let's say a website would have an attribute called domain. So as you do in this typical spreadsheet, you can go ahead and add columns. So each of these are fields that define a website. So I would want to buy this domain thoughtflow.io. Okay, and yeah. So similarly, let's say I'm talking about a section, right? So maybe a section of a page could have a title and maybe some content. Content would be a long text, right? So that's it. So maybe on my main headline, I would want the title as visual mapping for creators and some content. I haven't thought about this content, but yeah, I'll get on this. And yeah, so this is what ThoughtFlow is about. You can create your data structures, map things to each other, and visualize them in different views. So let's say I have this whole structure for a website. Tomorrow, let's say I'm making another website. What I could do is I could save this as a template and reuse this structure to make a new website. So let's say if I'm giving this whole content to a web developer, I could add some additional fields that help me track the status of each of this. So essentially, I'm using this as my project management tool. Or so let's say tomorrow I'm getting some content marketers and I want them to map each of this, let's say, blog post to some keywords, right? So I'm extending this map to add new people and add new concepts and get more work done. So no, this kind of becomes a center point for my whole team. So I'm using this for a website. I have plans to use this for my project management or OKRs. So slowly we'll also be adding a lot of templates that are useful for creators. So go ahead, play around. If you have any ideas for templates that you want to contribute to, or any ideas, just let us know. We are in a beta phase, so any feedback that you have will be integrated into the product very quickly. So I'm looking forward to your feedback, and thanks for your time. Have a great day.